Hey everyone, JDOmnislash here, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Nook! And here today on this first episode of the Nook, we take a look back at some of the more obscure titles of gaming's past. Titles that may not quite have broken the bank, but still left enough of an impression to maintain a cult following among gamers for years to come. In this video, I'll be focusing on God Hand for the PlayStation 2, the final game to come from Clover Studio. Released in 2006 in Japan and the US, God Hand, directed by Shinji Mikami of Resident Evil fame, among many others, was a 3D action beat-em-up specifically aimed at the hardcore gaming crowd. On top of its brutal difficulty, yes, even on easy mode, it featured some flat-out wacky humor. In fact, if you consider yourself a fan of manga or anime like Fist of the North Star or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I'm going to say this game is a must for you, simply because it has a very similar type of over-the-top fighting and off-brand joke-telling that you just don't see in gaming very often. Well, at least not in the US, that is. Unfortunately, it had the lowest sales of any game by Clover Studio to date. Atsushi Inaba, Hideki Kamiya, and Shinji Mikami would all soon leave to start their own studio, now known as Platinum Games. This would unfortunately cause their publisher Capcom to shut down the studio later that same year. Unfortunately, it had the lowest sales of any game by Clover Studio to date. Atsushi Inaba, Hideki Kamiya, and Shinji Mikami would all soon leave to start their own studio, now known as Platinum Games. This would unfortunately cause their publisher Capcom to shut down the studio later that same year. 2006 saw the release of both the PlayStation 3 and the Nintendo Wii a mere month or so after God Hand's release date, as well as a much more matured Xbox 360 lineup, which had already been building up from the previous year. This last bit of speculation is a bit more of a shot in the dark, but can we talk about this game's box art here for a minute? Honestly, this thing just looks like a rejected Pantera album cover to me. I mean, I don't even know if that was intentional or not, but it's just, I don't know, it's weird. It actually kind of reminds me of the generic-looking box art we would get on the Victorious Boxers series, also known as Hajime no Ippo in Japan. Here was the Wii cover art, just to give an example here. Though, at the very least, in the Wii's case, they had an alternative cover art where you could turn it over, and you get this much more interesting-looking cover that actually represents the anime that the game was based off of. Unfortunately, God Hand didn't really have that kind of an option, but it's interesting to think about, you know, casual audiences going into a game store, looking at something like that, and probably not even looking at it twice unless they knew what it was. Honestly, if I didn't see the Clover Studios logo, I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but if I didn't see that logo down there with the Capcom logo as well next to it, I might have not even picked it up. It's just not a very attractive look. It's more just it's odd. I guess they thought that would appeal more to American audiences looking for a brawler game, but it didn't quite work. Now the back of the box, again, a little more representative of everything. You get an artistic look for the character, a few shots of what you actually see in the game itself, and that's something. That was more of an improvement. But just, again, odd things. And for casual buyers, that kind of marketing can actually have a bigger impact than some people think. We think and process stuff very, very quickly, and we can glance through hundreds of games in an aisle in minutes and not even give something like that a second look. It's more important than some people realize. Clover Studios or otherwise. And again, just speculation, but I don't know. I think that even that had to have some kind of an impact on top of all the other factors discussed in this. So the million-dollar question, how does it all hold up? It's been over 10 years now. Do the mechanics hold? Is the game problematic by any other standards? Well, only one way to find out. Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, the plot of the game is, you are this guy with this arm that makes you powerful, and these evil people, right? They wanna get in on that. That's about it. And I'm dead. And welcome to how hard that this game actually is. Oh. Oh, sorry. Sorry. He's on my side. I'm sorry. That makes no sense. I love it. Ah, I was about to do an awesome kick, but then he did a lesser awesome kick to me first. And you're dead now. Lots of fun. Confusing Japanese fun. That's more like it. Oh, crap and a half. Yes, that's seriously what I have to do now. Yeah! That's the way. Yes, this definitely did just turn into Street Fighter. That's exactly what just happened.
Elvis! E-L-V-I-S! Like I give a shit.
Okay, and we've got homophobic humor. Yeah. Whoa! He booty bumped me. No! What? Dude. Ball buster. I don't know how to feel about the fact that that was an actual thing. Yeah. Whoa. Everybody is trying to booty bump me. Ugh. Did anybody else get some serious Devil May Cry vibes from that? Anyone? I guess the biggest issue with the game that I can think of off the top of my head is really the camera, because you can't control it the way that you would normally control any other camera. It's just automatically behind you no matter what you do. The right analog stick is used for dodging, so it can't be used for the camera too. So that makes it a little complicated.
Finally, a boss fight.
This little Huevon is the god hand. Oh, that's rich.
That was a normal reaction.
Newsflash, big guy. You can wax on, wax off all you like. I'm still kicking your ass.
Ow! Whoop. And there went his throne. Can we just talk about how awesome that this music is for a minute? Because it's really awesome.
At last our time has come. We shall dispose of his so-called savior and rain despair upon humankind.
Ha 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 ha. Because of course they look like dominatrixes with whips. Of course they do. Okay. I'm fighting a big machine now. Because of course I am. Ah, come on. Do it again. Don't make me waste this. Oh, I totally wasted it. Cobra twist. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, why? No. Oh, that is so wrong in every way possible, yet I continued to press the buttons to do it. Why, though? Whoa! When the door fights back.
Once I get a snack, you're mine, cabron. Legs!
You're either really honest or really stupid.
Yeah. Okay, stage 2. Whoa. What in the... Oh, wow. This clown guy. Whoa. He did that himself. Whoa. This guy is no joke. I mean, even though he, like, is literally a clown, which is in itself kind of a joke, but, like, fight-wise, he is no joke. Okay.
Wait, you're not a human, are you?
What? Okay. And now I'm fighting a gorilla, cause okay. Whoa! Dang! Got it! Whoa! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! He's doing the Hulk move on me! Yowza! No! No! Whoa! 1-inch punch! Whoa. That was actually really cool. Still, why did this happen? What was the point of it all? Oh, a Sentai parody. What?
Together we are the Magnetic Power!
Yay!
Douchebags.
Whoa. Oh, crap. Ugh. They're so small, it's difficult to hit every one of them correctly. Where are they all? Ah. What are they? What? They're trying to do combined attacks on me.
Formation! Sweep! Next time we'll duel you a killer ham!
Why, though? Why? Return fire with the same button as the cannon. What? What? Rhythm Game Master. Okay, I'm actually going to stop with the gameplay footage there in order to avoid any of the other story spoilers that come along later on, but trust me, it gets even weirder from there. No, seriously. Seriously. I will say that while I love it personally, the control scheme in this game is obviously not for everybody. Having the camera behind you at all times, with no way to actually control it, can be a really frustrating experience, especially for the more modern gamers that have adjusted to using the right analog stick for that kind of function. You know, it's become almost night and day in this day and age, but back then people were still experimenting with ways to bring 2D genres into 3D realms, and this was one of those hit-or-miss examples. Though I personally believe that once you get the hang of it, I think it becomes a pretty functional system, even if it's not a perfect one. The jokes are funny and frequent, but they can be a little much sometimes. Obviously, the bits of sexist and homophobic humor are gonna turn some people off, and that's completely understandable. Some could say they were doing it more to pay homage to the classic beat-em-up games that did similar things back in the 80s, but I don't really think that that's an excuse for it either. It's just something I noticed. It didn't stop me from enjoying the game or wanting to get to the end of it or anything like that, but it's something I definitely think that people should know about going in, as it's gonna be a deal breaker for some people. While there's no current gen options for playing God Hand, you can still track down a PS2 copy for somewhat reasonable prices online, or you could actually get it digitally on PlayStation 3. I believe it's $9.99 at the time of this recording, so, you know, it's far from an unreasonable price again. Shinji Mikami also expressed some interest in putting the game on Steam, but the game is still currently owned by Capcom as of right now, so I think it would actually be up to them as to whether or not it could get a port there someday. Fingers crossed, please. It's a shame that Clover Studio had to close. While they didn't get to make a large amount of titles, they clearly put out some risky and amazing products, such as Beautiful Joe and Okami, and lest we all forget that the spirit lives on in Platinum Games to this very day. And that's going to conclude this first episode. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this look back on gaming's past. Be sure to like this video and click the subscribe button below to get in on all my latest projects. I've got tons of ideas in the works, and I can't wait to share them all with you. Until next time. Whoa. Whoa! Everybody trying to booty bump me.